long as you want.
I went to go find one yesterday, but I wasn't able to with the tomorrow anyway.
Oh, that's great.
So-
I love
All
it.
right, everyone, we're going live in 3, 2, 1. Cue intro.
It's October 31, 2021, Sunday. Good day now ignites. This is Ayesha Alawi, and you are watching Ignited News Politics Today. Ready to conquer the top issues for this afternoon. First on our list today, the use of social media. Is it toxic? Here's more news from Aya Acosta.
Thank you, Yasha, for our first headline: Digital Democracy in the Philippines, Toxicity in Social Media. The digitalization of nearly every element of civic life has ushered in a new constitutional epoch. As a developing political venue, social media platforms have paved the path for the reconceptualization of political engagement and involvement, particularly among young people. The interactive nature has prompted more individuals to become involved in political issues and has led to the shift in protest mode from the streets to cyberspace. However, it is unsurprising that social media engagement can quickly devolve into strife. Negative campaigning is an unavoidable feature of every electoral process. Pointing out the defects and shortcomings of rival candidates is not rare, but rather helps voters decide who to vote for. However, when fake news and social illiteracy are mixed in with the political knowledge and discussion offered by social media, it becomes a threat to constructive public debate. This raises the question of whether more rigorous procedures to regulate internet political advocacy should be implemented, an action that paradoxically may be seen as undemocratic. Clearly, social media has a huge impact on the evolution of modern Philippine democracy. When used correctly, the connectivity it generates can improve political involvement, which can then raise citizens' level of political consciousness. However, given the fluidity and dynamism of digital technology, determining the correct approach is invariably a process of reinvention. As a result, civic society, the tech industry, and the government must have a sincere dialogue on this topic to ensure that social media supports democracy and not undermine nor exploit it. That's all from me. Back to you, Yesha.
Thank you for that, Aya. While the media affected the mindset of many, corruption in the Philippines, on the other hand, seems like a never-ending cycle. Here's more updates from Shanel Saavedra.
Yes, thank you, Ayesha. Corruption has always been one of the major problems in the Philippines, especially in politics. Many officials are too greedy and want to achieve more for themselves rather than the well-being of our country. This is resulting in an increasing number of political scandals and incidents that the government is taking too long to solve. The Philippines is no stranger to these problems. One of the most powerful politicians in the Philippines, Senator Juan Ponce Enrile, together with Ramon Revilla Jr. and Jinggoy Estrada, was arrested over a massive corruption scandal, also known as pork barrel scam, back in 2013. I will not dig deeper into this issue, but in the end, due to the lack of evidence, they are either released or used money to bail. This didn't stop the three former senators from seeking a return to the Senate in the May 2019 midterm elections. Gising Pilipinas! People should act as one and change our broken system. If we wish to eradicate corruption in the Philippines, we must address all instances of wrongdoings inside our administration. We should oppose all corrupt Filipinos, whether they are politicians or ordinary citizens. On April 16, 2021, President Duterte's SONA stated, quote, "It will be a clean government, walang korupsyon." Wishful thinking? Perhaps. But Filipinos wanted change, and they are willing to take a chance on Duterte. Back to you, Ayesha.
Thank you for that, Shannon. The Philippines truly is no stranger to those problems. While politicians are busy hiding their dirty works, the general public has lost track of background checking in politics. Johara Udin has more to spill about this issue.
Next up is candidates running without much knowledge. Sounds harsh, we know, please don't hate this. But candidates running for a spot in the government who lack knowledge or experiences, even the celebrities in politics, might receive dislikes by people who know much about this. According to the Straits Time of this year, candidates are expected to perform on stage with their charisma, singing, and dancing skills, which are judged more harshly than their policies. It is a circus, political analyst Tony Lavina told AFP. People have a sense that in this brief moment, they are the boss, to be wooed by suitors whom they demand to sing, dance, and act as clowns. So what Tony Lavina is telling us is that our politics is a joke. Lastly, we're not saying that an inexperienced person does not have a chance. Everyone starts from somewhere, and in fact, they do have the potential. But a future leader, especially in a country, should have an adequate amount of experience in the government to be trusted by its citizens. That's it for the hot issue. Back to you, Ayasha.
Thank you, Johara. The 2022 political elections are nearing. It is essential to the democratic governance. Through elections, politicians are evaluated and are compelled to propose policies that are reflective and responsive to the public's opinions and needs. However, the conduct and performance of the elections in the Philippines through the years have declined and the issues continue to rise as the election season is in play. Why are controversies prominent in the elections? What are the issues that define the upcoming elections in the Philippines? Those are questions to be answered on our next live. It goes without saying that we are the arrows that point towards the future. As responsible Filipinos, our attitudes, values, mindset, and priorities shall shape the country's future for the better. We are obliged to practice our right to vote, and it is in high time that we take steps in choosing our future leaders who possess experience that could greatly benefit the country and those who show compassion towards their nation and its people. That's all for today's Ignited News. Thank you and good afternoon.
Sumama